A few years back, before every cell phone was able to take magnificent pictures, I bought one of those nice big cameras, and I went on a trip, and I was busy taking pictures. It was fantastic, and I have some great pictures from that trip. But through the process of that trip, I began to realize that I was so busy taking pictures, I wasn't actually enjoying the trip. I wasn't experiencing the trip. And I realized that we can create memories of something that happened, but very often that can be at the expense of missing what actually happened. Or we can actually experience what is happening. We may not have any pictures of it, but if we truly experience a moment, that moment stays with us forever. And while we may not be able to show pictures to other people, our heart carries that moment for eternity. Now, I'm not advocating that we shouldn't take pictures. I'm just observing the fact that even if we're going to take some pictures, it shouldn't be in place of experiencing the moment, but maybe a few minutes before or a few minutes after, because there is nothing like the experience itself. That is what enriches our lives so deeply. Before a couple gets married, I always try and encourage them. I said, this is going to be one of the greatest moments in your life. You're going to be standing under the chuppah together, and you're going to be getting married. Something transformative is going to be happening to both of you. And if you're too busy thinking about all of the external things going on around you, whether the florist got the color of the flowers correctly, or whether there is a crease in your suit or dress at this moment, that is going to take away from you experiencing the moment. And as hard as it's going to be, because so much is going on, do your absolute best to be there to experience the moment. You don't want to miss your own wedding. That would be a disaster. This is one of the great challenges that we have, to be in the moment and have the experience. The more we do have the experience, the more it encourages us to do that more, because there is nothing as enriching in life as having the experience. And this is what is expressed when the Torah tells us that a person expresses to God, I have not transgressed your commandments, nor have I forgotten them. Which is a strange statement to make. Because if someone has not transgressed God's commandments, clearly it's because they have not forgotten them. Why would someone say, I haven't transgressed your commandments and I have not forgotten them? Here's the reason why. The reason why is because it is possible to do something while not thinking about it. It's possible for me to tell you good morning and have no awareness of the fact that I just walked by you and said good morning. It is possible for me to observe a commandment that God asked of me to do, which I have done, but I was completely oblivious to the fact that I was doing a commandment of God as I was doing it, because it was just a routine that I do every week or that I do every single day. And that is not being in the moment. It's sort of like when someone gives you a thank you, but you know that there was no thank you in that thank you. Or someone wishes you a happy birthday, but they're not even there while they're saying happy birthday to you. You can tell their mind is somewhere else. That is how we can interact as well. In fact, very often when I am praying, I am shocked by the fact that I just read pages from the prayer book, from the Siddur, and I may not have thought about God once in all of that time while I'm speaking to God. That is why we say, not only have I not transgressed your commandments, God, but I did not forget them. I was there when I was doing them. I was present. And that's why it's very worthwhile. I do this with prayer. I'll take one paragraph and say, this paragraph I will make sure I am present for. So I don't start that paragraph until I am aware that I am standing before Almighty God and I am saying these words to Him. Or before I do some other ritual, it may be making the Kiddush on Friday night, and I just pause for a moment, just for a second. No one even notices it. Just to remind myself, I am about to do something. This is what I'm about to do, to reorient myself. And we can do that with anything in life. We can just stop for a moment and say, okay, this is what I'm about to do. This is what it's about. Let me not get distracted. Let me be here for this moment. So the next time you're going to do something, instead of missing the moment, you can experience the moment. And all you need to do is pause right before you do it and remind yourself about what it is you're about to do, so that you don't miss your life as it moves on, but you're present to experience every moment as it happens.